Hi, I'm Ziba from Kindergarten Cafe, and today let's talk about helping students to regulate their emotions. The only behavior that you can actually control is your own. Students feel how you are feeling, and your energy impacts how they are acting. So when students are acting out of control and dysregulated, the best thing for you to do is to remain calm. And I know it's easier said than done, but you need to stay calm and quiet on the outside. On the inside, you can be totally freaking out. But on the outside, you need to be giving off a presence of calm and quiet. The other thing to remember is that when a student is highly dysregulated, upset, they can't take in a lot of directions and a lot of information. This is not the time to be teaching them new strategies for calming down. This is not the time to be teaching them how to use a tool correctly to help them regulate themselves. No, all that should be done when the student is calm. This is the time for very simple directions, short and simple. 2 words, really. If you have a space where the child can go when they are upset, like a cozy corner, a calm corner, that should be all you're saying. Calm corner, or you're upset, calm corner. We really don't want to do more than that. Remember, your job is to stay calm, quiet, give short and simple directions, and get the child who is dysregulated away from the group so they can calm down. I have lots of strategies on how to help with deep breathing and things like that that you can teach, and we're going to get into that now. Once you get the child out of the cozy corner or wherever, when they are calm and regulated again, then you can start thinking about proactive ways to help them so that when they are dysregulated next time, they have more tools in their toolbox. Again, when they are upset, this is not the time to teach them these things. This is another day, another time of day when they are calm. And I wouldn't do it all at once. This is little by little. It takes time. For the students who are really dysregulated a lot, it takes a very long time to see these strategies that you're teaching them work and work independently. But that just makes it all the more important that we teach them these strategies so that they have them when they are eventually able to use them. So the first thing that you need to teach students to do, especially all students, but especially students who are dysregulated, is to identify how they are feeling. If they can tell someone they are frustrated without throwing their papers and pencils and books all over the room, that's huge. That's huge for them to be able to say, I'm mad, I'm sad. So again, when students are calm, teach them ways to identify their feelings. And I have a whole blog post on identifying feelings and emotions, so I'm not going to get into that here, but definitely check out that blog post. After students know how to identify how they are feeling, then we give them strategies for those hard feelings. They need to be able to identify first, then we teach strategies. And I recommend teaching a ton of deep breathing strategies because what works really well for some students does not work for others. I will recommend the bunny breathing strategy that you can see here is really good when students are upset. When they are crying and they can't catch their breath, this is a perfect breathing activity for them because they take 3 quick breaths in and 1 long breath out. Again, when they are upset, this is not the time to teach them that strategy. When they are calm, you could teach them this. Then, when they are upset the next time, you can say, do that bunny breathing, do it with me, remember? Remember we did this, do the bunny breathing. The other one that's a really good strategy is the flower breathing, because it has a nice visual of the flower, and then you're blowing the petals, or the candle breathing where you're blowing out the candle. Anything with a nice visual to it is a great strategy to include. These strategies are actually free in this blog post, so make sure you check it out so you can download those free strategies. The other lesson that you want to teach students, all students, but especially students who are often dysregulated, is reacting to the size of a problem. Because when students struggle with regulating their emotions, the tiniest thing can become a huge problem to them. And so we want to explicitly teach how to identify the size of the problem and how to react appropriately to that. So we go over lots of different examples about small problems you can solve on your own. You can get a new pencil. You can be flexible. You can ask for help. Big problems are emergencies where we have to get the principal or a teacher to help, or maybe we have to get, if it's an emergency, maybe we have to get the police or fire to help. Those big problems have big reactions. We're screaming for help. We're calling for help, right? That's okay. But when we have a small problem, we really just need a small reaction, a deep breath, asking for help, something like that. And then there's medium problems in the middle that would have maybe a little bit more of a reaction, but we don't need to go to the extreme of screaming, crying, to the extremes. This idea of reacting to the size of the problem and being problem solvers, I have a whole blog post on this as well. So I'm not going to get into it all here. Be sure to check out that blog post for more information. Those are definitely the main things that we want to make sure to teach students who are dysregulated over time. You are not going to see a quick fix. And if someone tells you a quick fix for, students who are dysregulated, there isn't. It takes time for them to be able to use these strategies independently and successfully. But they work. And I've seen it in my own students. I've seen it in my classes where students who struggle so much at the beginning of the year with regulating their emotions, at the end of the year, it's so much better. Again, it's not perfect every single day, but most of the time they have these strategies in their back pocket and they're able to use them independently. But remember, the most important thing in the moment of crisis is for you to remain calm on the outside, quiet, and to separate the child from the group, to have a space where they can go when they are upset. Once they are regulated again, you'll be able to talk to them more. If you have more specific problems with students where you want more help in terms of helping them regulate emotions, you can always leave a comment or message me on Instagram. I'm always happy to help problem solve. And I also have a blog post on behavior plans that might be helpful for students that might need more specific support in rewarding regulated behavior. I hope these tips were helpful, and we'll see you in the next video.